Yo, what is going on, guys? Got a video for you here today from the Modern King titled "She Regretted Threatening Divorce After He Did This." So let's jump into the video. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments.
You're telling people I ghosted you? Really?
I mean, yeah, I am. Because you did.
You don't know why I stopped talking to you?
No.
So you wanted to do this on the radio? Fine. Okay. Whatever.
Yeah, it's the only way I can get a hold of you.
You're out of your mind. Seriously, you are out of your mind. But you know what? Since we're here and you didn't just want to keep it private, I'm gonna tell everyone why we're no longer in contact. You see, my friends was kind of, sometimes we do it, glancing over her shoulder and looking at what she was doing, and she was f***ing someone. And obviously she was not f***ing me. I was right there at the party. And when I confronted her about it, she told me to f*** off and she left. So, what? She's saying she has no idea. I feel like that's pretty clear.
Is that why you cut off contact?
I told you I had unresolved stuff with my ex, okay?
Yeah. But,
Apparently.
I thought that meant you were processing a breakup, not that you were still sitting and talking and all of that.
This is your fault. You don't know anything about emotions.
This is crazy.
You can't tell me who I can and can't text.
I mean, I feel like you really don't know how dating works at all. Obviously, I'm over this. I'm done. I'm gone.
This is actually comedy at a certain point, guys. So let me get this straight. This woman is cheating with her ex-boyfriend, okay? And then tries to gaslight the dude and call him an a-hole. And, she tries to pull all of this shaming language because he won't allow her to have spicy conversations with her ex-boyfriend. I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous, guys. Like, no wonder men don't want to have relationships with modern-day women anymore. This amount of gaslighting and this amount of nonsense is just not tolerable for most dudes. In fact, I don't think dudes should be tolerating it at all.
You date a guy that makes $75K a year. That's so cute. No.
Social media has tricked us into thinking $75,000 a year is not a good income and that this is normal. But in 2024, the median annual wage wasn't even $60,000. So let's look at the stats. If you want a roughly age-matched man who's tall enough, makes $80,000 a year of any appearance and education, doesn't smoke, isn't married, and isn't obese, you're looking at less than 1/10% of all men in the US. Not to mention, you're probably only dating in your geography, so this is tough.
How much do you expect him to make?
$1 million-ish.
$1
million a year? Less than 24,000 men in the entire country fit that bill. And let's be real, a lot of women are chasing after this very small pool of men, so you gotta ask yourself, what do I bring to the table? Are you undeniably hot and successful? Super impressive in your own right? And do you guys even have things in common? And let me be clear, it's not wrong to want a financially stable partner, but we should reframe our expectations around what an honest living actually looks like.
All right, I need y'all to settle this argument for me before I get a divorce. So I'm making some chicken tenders on the grill, right? It's me, my wife, her daughter, my daughter. They don't like barbecue sauce. She's furious. She's pissed off at me right now because there's something to do with the way this chicken looks. Can somebody tell me? She's like, so this is the one you made for you and your daughter, and this is the one you made for me and my daughter. And I'm like, yeah, this one I put barbecue sauce on this one because you guys said you don't like barbecue sauce. So just like the last couple pieces that'll go there to make the piles just as big. But she's like, you don't see anything wrong with this. And I'm like, what should I see wrong with it? I see 2 piles of chicken. Mine and my daughters have barbecue sauce because we like that, and yours don't because you guys. What did I do wrong? Okay, real quick, now that the rest of the tenders are off, their pile actually looks bigger, in my opinion, which I don't know. She won't tell me what is wrong. She just keeps saying, you can't tell me what's wrong with this. You can't look at this and tell me what's wrong with this. This is one you made for us, and that's one you made for you. Like, what did I do?
I mean, here's what you did wrong. You didn't throw out the woman, okay? Like, guys, so many women, they just make issues over absolutely nothing to the point where, what is the point of even having these women around? This woman sounds like a single mother, I believe, and he might also be a single father. I don't particularly know. But again, this is why you don't date single mothers, guys. Women in general will pull this crap. Single mother or not, a lot of the time. But honestly, guys, like any woman who just causes headaches like this, life is stressful enough, okay? Life is difficult enough. So I don't think it's really worth it to go through life with somebody who is just constantly raising your blood pressure over things that, quite frankly, don't matter whatsoever. This is the last thing a man wants to come home to, guys. Like, imagine you come home, okay, from your long day at work, it's a difficult shift or whatever the case may be. You come home and then your wife or girlfriend starts causing nonsense over stuff like this. Absolutely not, man.
31.
And your ex-husband did what?
He's a doctor. He's a psychiatrist.
And how long ago were you married?
Up until 3 years ago.
How much older was your husband than you?
We'll say 35 years.
So he's 53.
Currently, yes.
Why'd y'all divorce?
My husband got sick with cancer, and that changed him, and it changed the dynamics of our marriage.
Is he in remission?
Yes, he is.
And who filed for divorce?
I did.
Why?
He became mentally, emotionally, and financially abusive.
He took care of you just fine up until he got sick.
Correct.
And then when he was fighting for his life, you became a snowflake. Did you have to work when you were married?
No, but I chose
No, you didn't have to. No. You chose. But you didn't pay no real bills. You didn't have no skills. Knock it off. I'm gonna be honest, man. This is a whole mess. So even the way you're talking, it just sounds like, ugh. And how tall are you?
I'm 5'4".
How much do you weigh?
180.
Goodbye.
Right here is broke.
I'm sorry, guys, but I just have to point this out for a second, okay? 82 kilograms at 5'4" is insane. And this woman leaves her husband, by the way, because he got terminally sick. That's crazy. That's just absolutely insane to me, man. Holy hell.
He's broke. Look at him. Look at him.
Seems like a great start to a date, doesn't it?
Let me take you home. Let me take you back home.
Yeah, home, because she certainly doesn't deserve a date.
Back home and make yourself some cup noodles.
Cup of noodles. Love it.
You want to take me home? I look like this in your car right now, and you want to take me home.
I'm gonna be nice.
You sure about that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And you can get any other date, right? Just you can get any dude to come and pay for your meal and take you out one night, right?
I like this guy.
You can get that at any time, right?
So now we're not going on the date because you don't want to pay more than Starbucks.
Oh, it's not bad. So money's no option.
So if money's no option, then why are we going on a date? Like an actual date?
Because one, you trying to put me on blast. Like you got your phone down, filming this interaction right now.
Yeah.
Yes, I thought I was getting pranked at this point. Like, it feels like it's not real because I've never had a grown man take me to Starbucks for a date. What is this, high school?
You had a grown man in general.
Facts.
You know, you acting rather unappreciative, but you expect me to take you to some high-top restaurants on a date. You know what? I'm gonna do you one better. I'm not even gonna take you home.
No, what?
Any dude can come and get you and take you out right there. Go ahead and make sure that's the case.
Are you serious? You're not.
Ladies, take a lesson. For those of you that like to act entitled to everything, just remember, that could be you.
I don't blame this guy at all, by the way, for like immediately dropping this woman off on the street. You know, all of these women claiming that they deserve, oh, you know, you need to spend more money on me. You need to take me to this fancy restaurant. You need to do this. Again, I said this last video, guys, but the reason why men go on coffee dates or they go to Starbucks or whatever the case may be is because they're trying to weed out women like this. They're trying to weed out the women who are just using them for resources, who are not actually interested in them as a person, and so on. And many of the women actually fall for the trap. You know, oh, I have all of these other guys who are willing to take me out on this date. Okay, fine. Go and date them then, because I'm not interested. And I think many men also are not interested.
How are we supposed to balance everything? I am drowning. I wake up in the morning, I pack my kids' lunches, I drive them to school, I have to rush back so I can make it to my first meeting. My boss tells me that I'm not engaged enough on Zoom, so I have to try harder there. I spend all day doing my job where I don't even leave my desk chair. My house is falling apart. I don't even have time to take my dogs outside during the day, and somehow I'm also supposed to be working out, cooking dinner at night, eating right, helping them with homework. I spend my lunch break picking them up from school, and I don't even get 5 minutes to myself during the day. Not even enough. Like, I'm not doing anything 100%. When is it just enough?
Hey, I'm your neighbor. I live 3 houses down. I just wanted to let you know that every time you go to work, there's a car that comes here and there's a guy that comes into your house. I think your wife might be cheating on you. The car is a red Chevy. License plate, it starts with a 5. I didn't get the whole thing, but every time you leave work at about 2 a.m., there's a red Chevy that pulls up right down the street here, parked here, and there's a guy who comes into your house and meets with your wife. I've seen this about 4 nights in a row now, and I just want to let you know, if you need more proof, I got like a ring cam, and I can show you my ring cam that shows my front yard.
So I'm pretty sure this video is actually fake of this guy coming up to the, to the house, but this guy is copying a video that existed before, which I'm pretty sure is actually real. So I think that he saw that it went viral and then he copied the video. But in any case, I do believe that this has happened where a guy comes up and he says, hey, listen, your wife is cheating on you every time you leave for work, that sort of a thing. Now, let's have a quick look at this clip here, by the way, because I wanted to look at this. It says, imagine, ex stayed home, wife who divorced her husband to pursue her career, laments on how difficult life has been after divorce, especially with constant pressure from work, and she barely has time to herself. So this is another classic story, guys, of a woman divorcing her husband because she wants to go out there, she wants to live her life, but it's actually a lot more difficult than she realized. And now she regrets everything, which of course is just straight up comedy. Guys, we're going to be leaving today's episode there. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments. Make sure you guys take care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you all in the next one. Peace.